So this is the media freak out tag or media check-in tag. And the first question is best book you've read so far this year. And I would say that is If I Had Your Face by Frances Cha. I will do a book review about this amazing book sometime in the coming weeks. And just a heads up, I'm going to mention this book a lot because it was one of the best books that I read this year. Number 2, best sequel you've read so far this year would be Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins. I revisited this, it has been years, and what I really love about sequels in general is how they expand the world that we're in. We learn about the world itself and we meet new characters. So in this book we learned about the previous Hunger Games. We meet new characters, Finnick, Mags, Joanna, and so on and so forth. And I would just like to say as well that it's a perfect movie too, and I really enjoyed this and revisiting it. Number 3, newly released you haven't read yet but want to. I've actually listened to the sample for this book and it is brilliant, like already brilliant, and it's just, what was it, 5 chapters only, and that is Exciting Times by Naoise Dolan. And I've heard so many praises for the book and also comparisons, which is always like a complicated thing. And Naoise Dolan has been compared to Sally Rooney, and I guess because they're both from Ireland, they're both writing about 20-something year olds, and they talk about class, gender, and those things in their books. But yeah, it is. It's not a unique thing because Black authors are always compared to each other. And then number 4, most anticipated release for second half of the year. I don't know any books that are coming out this year. I haven't been keeping up with anything. Like Goodreads usually sends emails out, but I just haven't been reading any emails unless they're important, obviously. Biggest disappointment would be Richard Siken's Crush. I found this book because a person that I follow on Twitter usually retweets the Richard Siken bot, and I also on Tumblr there's a lot of these parallels where people kind of compare poets and writers, lines, kind of thing like that, and I was really excited, but I found the book to be so disjointed, didn't understand the narrative, and I thought that it worked better as a Twitter bot, which is, yeah. Number 6, biggest surprise. I wouldn't say surprise in the sense that I was expecting any less, because I didn't know this author at all prior to reading the book, but that would be Cathy Park Hong's and Minor Feelings and Asian American Reckoning. Really love how she shows that neoliberalism is a problem basically, and I really love how intelligent the book is and how well researched it is, and how she also writes about identity in a way that isn't shallow at all. That's a rare thing, to be honest. And I also really love how it educated me about Asian Americanness. Obviously she's not speaking for all Asian Americans because it's just one person, but yeah, really loved her insight basically. And then favorite new author debut or new to you, that is Frances Cha. I had no idea what I was going, like how my life was going to be changed by this book, but it has, but like not in a different, but I just really love the book. And yeah. And then newest fictional crush, that would be Caesar from the Underground Railroad by Colson, Whitehead. It's kind of like a complicated thing because Caesar, what I really loved about Caesar is this resilience, but it's not like he had many options but to be resilient as an enslaved person, but really loved that. And I just loved how Cora also saw him. So just that's what crushes from books usually kind of thing. So you see how the character who has not like a connection or anything to him sees the other person, and then you can have the crush, I guess. I don't know. But another crush would be Ara and Kuri from If I Had Your Face by Frances Cha. Ara, because she's also very resilient, and She basically, I don't know what the, like, you won't mess with her. She doesn't allow people to mess with her, and she's very caring to her friend Suzanne. What I really love about Kuri is just very funny, firstly, and also because she's messy and she sees right through men as well. And I really, really loved that about these characters, basically. And then nine, newest favorite character, that would be Ara Kuri as well as Sujin from If I Had Your Face by Francis Cha. Again, I really, really love the individual aspects of these characters, but also I really love them as a group and how they're navigating a very misogynistic society and just showing the banality of it all and how comedic it can be in its absurdity. Like, the book is so funny, but can also be serious at the same time, which I appreciated. And book that made you cry, nothing made me. 11, book that made you happy, If I Had Your Face by Francis Cha. I know I know. I did say that I'm gonna mention this book a lot. And then most beautiful book you've bought so far this year, If I Had Your Face by Francis Cha. Really, really loved the design, and just because they in the book they also talk about plastic surgery, so I really loved the cutting out and these flowers and everything. Number whatever, what books do you need to read by end of the year? I want to read by the end of the year The Sympathizer by Viet, Thanh, Nguyen, The Bluest by Toni Morrison, as well as Eros, The Bittersweet, an essay by Carson, and A Lover's Discourse by Roland, Barthes, which I'm currently reading. That's so difficult and I don't think I'm going to finish anytime soon. And I think I found a connection between, or will make a connection between I love this Discourse by Roland, Barthes, as well as Eros, The Bittersweet by an essay by Carson, because they're both deconstructing love and desire. And I think that there's a connection there, and I'm going to make it. And yeah, that will be all. I will see you when I see you. If you want to do the tag, please do. And if you have any questions, comments. Okay, bye. I say basically a lot in this video, do I not?